Back at it again with another video. I don't like the fact that I just did that, but we're gonna leave it in here. Okay? And you have to excuse the fact that I might be keep looking back there when I should be looking right here because yeah. Okay, so once I find the page. Okay, so today, with these glasses, I'm gonna have them on for a little minute, and then I'm gonna take them off because I just wear the glasses. Because today I'm doing a dear freshman college advice. Let's try that again because I don't like the way I said it. Take two, shall we? I'm doing a video on college. I'm doing a video called Dear Freshman, ... college advice, as you said by the title. So with that, with college related, I had to look sophisticated with my little glasses or whatever. They coming off though, cause they kind of cute on me, but it's like at some point they be like, take that shit off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna end up taking it off. So here I would go over I guess key points. I'm not gonna say key points. I'm gonna go over things that as a freshman, even though I was just a freshman last year, as a freshman, things that I went through, but things that I did and had to do to get used to college, and I'm gonna give you tips or whatever and stuff like that. So we're gonna begin the video. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Matter of fact, just subscribe and go watch a little couple of videos or whatever, and welcome to my channel. Okay, so the first thing with college is, you gotta accept to your favorite college or the college that you want to go to, or you just gotta accept the college and you ain't care which one you gotta accept to. It don't matter to you, it wasn't your favorite. You gotta accept it. You got your little packet for orientation, stuff like that, housing, all that little situation already. You got your acceptance letter, you got the packet that came with your acceptance letter, you probably got a little lanyard, which is a little gift or something. You probably got something that'll go in your car for the school, or wristband. Who really not first? In that acceptance letter, it just tell you thank you for applying and you have been accepted and all the other stuff, all the other stuff that makes you happy. I know I was happy when I got my acceptance letter. I was like, girl, guess what? Yep. I got into my favorite college, well, the college I want to go to or whatever. That's that. You can't see the bottom of my shirt, right? So, along with that, you wait all summer to go to school, and then you move in. If you stand on campus, you moving in. You all excited and shit, but you just don't know that you about to be stressed. But don't worry, don't get scared. You just gotta accept it. So, 1. Arrival. You've arrived to campus on your moving day or before. It just depends on what happens. I moved in a day before moving day due to what they call them? Natural disaster. Due to a natural disaster that happened in Louisiana last year, I moved in early. So my arrival was just I would with the school I go to, they had detail what you would do that week, because freshmen moving earlier than anybody else in my school so they can get used to college. Boom. So they had everything that we would do listed, but I didn't move in on that day or with everybody else, so I had to figure out stuff on my own, get my P.O. box key. Well, with my resident hall, you just check in with them to get your key, but my P.O. box, going to see my P.O. box, going to see it's a person or something. What else? I had to move my stuff by myself. That stuff was so heavy, and I think I gotta do it again. So you arrive to campus, you're getting used to it. You might know somebody from orientation or something. My school has called Soul Camp. Y'all might have something like that at your school too. That was during the summer. I hope I have a bit of this. And you have your friends and stuff. So depending on what school you go to, like mine, they lay out they got a whole week plan on what y'all would do as freshmen. They probably got a movie. You do this, you do that. I know last year they had stuff like that, and on that Friday they had the buses, the shuttles. They'll take you to the Ross and the Target and whatever to get last minute things if you needed to. which I did need to go to Ross because I needed some clothes. So like the check that I had from my job, I blew it. It was blown. But you arrive, you know, you filling out college, you trying to get used to it. With college, like, you have to be independent, like, on your own. And I've always been kind of independent, like, doing my own stuff. Like, my mama, I only come to my mama for help when I need her help. Like, if her help not needed, I'm not gonna ask her, so she don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna worry about it. I'm gonna get it straight. When it's straight, that's when I tell her about, like, say, like, this, that, and the third. Like, this what it is. We doing this what I'm doing, you know, all that. I got this straight. That's just how I am. So like it's you gotta get used to being independent. Now getting used to the campus. Getting used to the campus is I would say getting to know like where the buildings are. Like at our orientation at my school, they showed you around, but you don't really remember. You don't remember that after that day. You don't remember what everything is. What this building was called, where the library at. So have that campus map saved in your files on your phone. So that first day of class or when you need to get somewhere, you look it up, you go, you good. So getting used to the campus after like the first, I'm gonna say the first month. With me it was like the first 2 weeks, but I'm gonna say the first month. After the first month, you know like where the buildings are, how to get to them, things of that nature. You gotten used to the campus. Getting used to the campus also involves getting used to like your roommate, your dorm that you're in, or apartment, or you stayed at home. It don't matter. Like just getting used to your campus, getting to know where everything at, where somebody is located, where you will meet them, how to go about talking to somebody, how to go about meeting with like someone like the dean of students or like the vice president of enrollment or the president of first year of college. Is that what they call it? That's not what they call it. They call it something else. I forgot. But, you know, getting used to your campus like that. That's what I mean by getting used to the campus. Like, people, dorm and hall, RAs, the student union, the CAF, the food in the CAF. The library, get used to the library, your classes, where they'll be located, just all things of that nature. Everything. 3, studying. Okay, now with studying, if you don't really like to go study in the library and you have your own way of studying from high school, that's cool, that's cute. And if that works for you for the first exams of all your classes and you fine with the way you study for that and you get a good grade, good, cool, stick with it. But if on that first exam in the class or the classes, depends, and you didn't really get the score you wanted, you're gonna have to rethink the way you study big time. Like, some people flashcards work, some people flashcards don't. Other people, they gotta speak out what they learn or are learning in order to remember and teach to somebody else. You do that. If you gotta write it out, do that. Like, whatever way helps you, you know, do that. And if you have to take a second approach, it's not bad to take a second approach. It's really not. Like, my form of studying, like, for example, psychology, you can go see in my other videos from last semester how I would be stressing over psychology because I didn't know how to study for it. Like, the way I started to study for it was I was writing out definitions and writing out what I needed to know, but that didn't work. So my second approach was to do A, flashcards, B, the lunch pad that we had for the class. I went on there and I'm talking too fast. I went on there and I did those flashcards and like the little activities they had. That helped me a whole lot. I went from having a 66.95 on the first exam to having an A in the class. Like, can we just real quick, because y'all, that A was a complete nice on my transcript, let me tell you. So, understudying, let me go back to the people that don't like the library. Like I said, take a second approach. Now, if you just like, oh, I don't need to go to the library to study, I can just stay in my room and study. I can go to like the little student union and study, whatever. Make that library your second home. Like, I'm telling you, that library should be your second home. And it's different for everybody. But I know for me, like, The first semester I didn't start off in the library. I went to the library almost every day because my schedule was right. Like the second semester, my schedule was so bad, so I couldn't do it. But the first semester, the library was my second home. My mama calling me, "Oh, where you at?" "I'm in the library." "Where you at?" "I'm in the library." Like that library was my home. Like I was studying there for psychology, everything. And I say that it matters because second semester I wasn't really in the library. I was around people who didn't really like to go to the library to study. So it was kind of like falling habit to where I had stopped going. To where it showed. Like if I would have went to the library and kept it as my second home the second semester, like I did the first semester, and like I was supposed to, I probably would have passed chemistry and biology. But that's besides the point. We're not talking about me here. We're talking about y'all. Okay. So make that second library your home. Make that library your second home. Like make that your second place to sleep, eat, all that. Like I'm telling you, go to that library and study for that class that you're. I'm losing my words here. Go study for that class that you are having trouble in. If you're having trouble in the class, also, next, that brings me to professors. Everybody always say it's not bad to go talk to a professor. If you need help, go talk to your professor. Professor. With me, I'm not the type to go talk to a professor. Like I did go talk to my psychology professor and see what she said would help. Her approach was good, but it didn't really help too much. But I did get an A in the class, so. But I don't really approach my professors because I don't really do too bad. Now I felt like with chemistry, I didn't need to go approach my professor just because I'm never the type of student to say, "Oh, the professor the reason why I failed," or "the teacher the reason why I failed." But y'all. You go back to my video called Back with Another Semester. My chemistry professor was a no for me, dog. Like, and I was so mad because towards the end of the second semester, like people that took him before was like, "Oh, you take him?" Well, we took him last semester and we failed, but now we're taking this teaching, we passing. So it's like he really could not teach. And like after they told me that, I was like, so I'm not tripping. This man really cannot teach. He really could not teach. Like, he would really just read the PowerPoint, and that's it. He'll do the problem that was in the book, like 3 of them, and that's it. Like, and I took chemistry over the summer, and the way that my professor teach, even though I didn't really care for him, he taught so much better. I think I just put a little bit. That's disgusting. He taught so much better than my professor spring semester. Like, so much better. Like, he did not read the PowerPoint. He went over what we needed, did problems on the board, examples, gave us quizzes and all that. The homework did not help, but he gave us quizzes, all that, and went over what he was teaching to make sure we got it and understood. And boom, what I came out with, a B. Even though I should have had an A, I came out with a B. So it was really my chemistry professor at UL. I ain't gonna never take him ever again in life. But yeah, I went from having a D in chemistry to having a B. So it really was my professor. Now biology, I slipped up because I was thinking about chemistry so much that I put biology on the back burner. And by the time I was like, well, I need to study for biology, it was too late. So that brings me back to professor. Don't be scared to go talk to your professor. If you need help with the professor, go speak to them. They might just bump you up to an A because, like, oh, this girl or this boy was coming to speak to me like every week, every other week to make sure they was on point, you know, to get help from me. I'ma just bump them up a little grade or whatever. Or like they just might give you insight on this is what you need to do, or this is how you can do this. This will be better. That thing, you know, all that. Ooh. What did we get from this? Even though I was rambling, go speak with your professor if you need help. That's it.
This that act up weather, get right weather. No nigga, you ain't special. This that where you going, I'm about to go find me a nigga that's better.